Indian men are very interested in white females. As you can see, they are very happy in these images with their white girlfriend or wives. I've never seen Indian men so happy before, ever. Not even when they are with their own females. They're not as happy as when they are with a white one. So my suggestion to you Indian men out there, you need to consider dating more white females. You need to consider dating out your race much more often, because that is where your true happiness resides, in the heart of a white female.
Good morning, pineapple. Looking very good, very nice. Good morning, pineapple. Looking very good, very nice. Hi.
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 Hello.
Hello.
Okay, so we just want to know what's the deal with this. We get a lot of messages on Instagram. Don't take me wrong, we get a lot of messages like the otherwise too. Like people asking, hi, how are you? We watch your videos, it's good. How are you guys doing? Where are you guys? There's a lot of good ones. And then we just get just hi.
A lot.
A lot means if you get like 1,000 messages, 100 is like, hey, how are you guys? Like, we watch your videos, things like that. And we get like 900 of this hi.
Just hi.
And Maggie's we both been wondering, because I don't ever after watching videos, somebody was like, hey, I watch your videos, they're good content. But this is kind of like, we want to know what is this hi, just this hi, what do you expect? Or you guys need to tell us, like.
What's the purpose of just a hi? Do you just want a hi back? Like, what's the reason of just hi? It's very odd.
How do we.
Hi.
Yeah,
hi. And then you just keep saying hi back and forth.
Yeah, how do we have to have like a conversation, right, to go with it. So just let us know.
तो आज मेरा हस्बैंड ने मेरे को असली जर्मन खाना खिलाया। नमस्ते दोस्तों, मेरा नाम जूली है और मैं भारत में रहती हूँ। तो जब मैं रेडी हो रही थी, मैं किचन से कुछ सूंघ कर सकती थी। तो किचन में पहुंची, मैंने ये देखा और ये क्या था? मेरा हस्बैंड, और उसने बनाया जर्मन खाना। कितना थॉटफुल है यार, स्पेशली क्योंकि ये रेसिपी जर्मन में था और मेरा हस्बैंड को जर्मन आता नहीं है। शेफ चेक, क्या बात है, ये लगभग ओरिजिनल जैसा दिख रहा है। शायद मेरा हस्बैंड को जर्मन आता नहीं है, लेकिन कुकिंग तो आता है। और वैसे इस रेसिपी का नाम है शुप्फनुdeln और साथ में ये रेसिपी उसने सेलेक्ट किया आसान से काफी दूर है, इतने सारे स्टेप्स है। आई एम सो प्राउड ऑफ हिम। और मीनवाइल मेरा हस्बैंड ने खाना बनाया, मैंने देखा कि बारिश शुरू हो गई और देखो यार ये क्लाउड्स कितना अजीब दिख रहा है। खतरनाक। कोई नहीं, हमने आराम से बालकनी में बैठे जर्मन खाना खा लिए और मौसम को एंजॉय किए। चलो बाय, अगली वीडियो में मिलेंगे।
My parents assumed that I was in a relationship with Parminder from the beginning because we were hanging out a lot, and I never hid that.
Yeah, on the other hand, my parents had no idea that I was dating a Canadian girl.
I reacted a little bit disheartened and also skeptical for multiple reasons. First reason being the religion. The second was the language barrier. Your whole family speaks a completely different language.
Yeah.
Live across the world as well. And also the cultural difference. So at the beginning they were not super supportive of it, which is, anybody would think like that. That was how my parents reacted. Parminder still pursued me. The confidence that I was the one for him, that's what really softened my parents' heart, was his commitment.
I went on a date with an Indian man and it was the worst experience of my life. You won't believe who he invited on our date. So this happened while I was living and dating in New York City, matched with this cute Indian guy on Tinder, very smart, successful, and on a few dates, and in the beginning he was very upfront and straightforward with me, and he told me that he was best friends with one of his exes. He told me that his family was friends with her family and that at one point they tried to set up an arranged marriage with them, but there was just no chemistry or attraction. Usually I'm the jealous type, but I decided to let this go because he was really, really nice. So cut to a couple weeks later, he invites me to go and meet his friends for the first time, which I thought was a really huge step for us. We were all going to go do karaoke in K-Town. So he reserved a room, I get there, I meet his friends. They all seem very, very nice, and as the evening progresses, something really weird is happening. Notice that one girl in the group is drinking a lot. And as she continues to do so, she's getting more and more emotional. And at one point she starts crying and she storms out of the karaoke room. The guy I'm dating looks at me and says that he needs to go and check on her, so he leaves too. Half an hour goes by and I'm like, okay, this is a little bit weird. They haven't come back yet. So I leave the karaoke room, I head down the hallway, and I see that there is an empty karaoke room where both of them are sitting. She is bawling her eyes out and he has his arm around her and he's consoling her. I pop my head in and I'm like, hey guys, what's up? What's going on? Did anyone pass away? He like shoos me away and says, everything's fine. Like, she's just had a really rough day. I'm trying to help her. So I then leave, and after waiting like another half hour, 45 minutes, I'm like, I'm done with this. So I take my things and I go. I send him a text message saying that that was extremely rude. And then he has the audacity to text me back and tell me that is actually his ex-girlfriend. She was just really upset and caught off guard because she wasn't expecting to meet me that night. So then he tells me he wants to make it up to me by taking me out for dinner, to which I'm like, no thank you, sir. Never went on to speak or hang out again, but I do still follow him on social media. Don't know what his relationship status is, but I do see his ex-girlfriend in a lot of his photos. That experience left such a bad taste in my mouth that I actually stayed away from dating Indian men after that. Let me know what you guys think. Like, is this normal? Did I overreact?
I think Indian men and white females make one of the best couples, okay? I believe that these two were actually meant for each other because they don't have the problems that they will have like if an Indian guy was with the Indian female, because the Indian female, she's demanding, she's spoiled, and she has bad attitude, and she's not submissive. And the white female is opposite of everything I've just said.
If you're white, why are you with an Indian person?
I'm very white. Thank you for noticing. It's a good question. I have been asked this before because it's, a common question that people throw around when you're looking for relationships or when you're in a relationship is, do you have a type? And I've never had a type. Mm-hmm. I think maybe in personality, yeah, because I always wanted the guy that I ended up with to make me laugh. And that was the first box that you checked. You made me laugh the very first interaction we had because you just threw me so off guard. Mm-hmm. And you were so weird that you just made me laugh. You assume when you're younger, I'm going to end up with a white guy, or like maybe in your case, I'm going to end up with an Indian woman, right? You just kind of assume that, but I was never going to push anybody away based off of their race. That's crazy.
So the brown skin doesn't bother you?
No, I love it, actually.
Oh, wow.
Indian people stink. Indian people have poor hygiene. Indian people are so cheap. Indian people beat their wives. That Indian man only married you for a green card. If you weren't white, your in-laws would treat you like a slave. Why is it every time that I make a post talking about how incredible Indian culture is, or the good experiences that I've had with Indian people, people always have something negative to say? And most of the time, it's stupid stereotypes. Because let me tell you something, my husband is the best smelling man I have ever met in my life. His hygiene, top tier. What's even crazier is it's not even just people from other cultures that are making these comments. It's other Indian people too. If people would stop projecting their own personal experiences onto other people and stereotyping an entire group because of those experiences, the world would be a much, much, much better place. These stereotypes are fueled by hatred and they need to be put to bed. I know I'm very blessed with my in-laws and everybody does not have the same experience. It doesn't matter what culture you're from, everybody's not the same. We're all different. Mujhe se ab tak, mujhe tumse pyar hai.